So I guess I should be showing off some of the anime inspired little cutscene thing, or OP, I guess, that some things apparently don't scale properly. Real good. I can definitely tell that the windowed full screen experience is going to be hell on this. Feels like this should have some type of voice acting over it. I understand that indie game and thus, you know, voice acting is expensive, etc., but excellent. What I was saying excellent to is movement is D-pad based. Or I can use the stick. Oh, So it was... It was showing me a light, and I figured that was where the regression was. And it turns out I was wrong. Okay, so that's a weapon with limited durability. Got it. I actually like the little holding down to do a more powerful attack. Although the jitters are ever so slightly worrying. Nice, you can chain weapons together. That's always a good thing in these. Appears to be passive. I don't know if I just stepped into that slime or what. The hitboxes are not the clearest thing in the world to me. Ah, yes, the slime.
I'm Coco. Pleased to meet you.
Those were the first words I heard from you. We'd never seen each other before, but I could tell you were serious about it. Never in my life had I seen a smile so precious and so sincere.
The weird thing is, she would have worked perfectly as the narrator for the intro. They had a voice actor.
I curse myself for not being able to protect that smile. And that's the one thing you asked of me. That I'd protect you. That's why I'm here. Maybe this is only an old wives' tale. And if it isn't, I don't know what I'm going to face from now on. But I must try, no matter the cost. I have nothing left to lose. Because I've already lost everything.
Hmm? Yeah, these are standard. I think I just want standard experience. I don't know why that... Oh, because it's... We finally got to the point of being there.
Come on! This has to work! What's going on? I just revived a monster! Why the hell isn't it working with Coco?
You will need much more power to do that.
Who's there? Who are you?
I am one they call Necromancer. Tell me, young lady, what reasons could possess you to enter my crypt?
I came to take Coco back. You're the only one who can help me.
Bringing a soul back from the dead. Do you intend to challenge the gods? Defy the natural order?
And I actually really like the voice acting here as well. Both. So far, all of the voice acting has been really good.
Yes, that's why I'm here. I will do anything for her.
Good. Then enter the dungeon and face me.
Claim the power of the Necromancer.
Hmm? Damn. And we can revisit cutscenes. Not all that many cutscenes. I'm surprised there's not some sort of, well, I guess there's not that many weapons either. But I suppose we can modify them as we wish. Ah, that is the return to title screen. And we have a basic ass pack. Presumably that is a boss rush type thing on the right.
You set off on a huge journey without even knowing how to light a campfire? Who in their right mind would do that?
That is precisely why I needed someone like you to accompany me.
You don't want a bodyguard, you want a nursemaid. You should know something about survival out here.
Mm,
Now what? Gonna cry?
mm.
What the hell made you want to go on this trip anyway? Daddy issues?
Nothing of the sort.
Is that so? Thought you'd be running from home or something. You know, the typical spoiled brat routine.
I want to learn.
Huh?
Unfortunately, hitting the A button to
Indeed.
go to the end of
I
text.
was taught to read and write at the age of 4. The wise men of the temple took care of training me in all the areas of knowledge, as well as music and dance. I have read all the books in the archives, and have even been responsible for transcribing part of the sacred scriptures.
No other girl in this hellhole of a world knows half as much as you do, Princess. What's left for you to learn?
Sorry.
I wish to know how people truly live.
So, the school of life. Believe me, you don't want to know the real world.
But I must!
What?
Do you even have the faintest clue of what sort of place you broke into?
Your temple thing?
Not just any temple. It is the seat of the High Priest of Nodam. It is the most important temple on the continent, the cradle of religion.
Ah, the religion of Nodam. Do you guys still believe in that? They left us here to go to live isolated in their sacred land, free of any problems.
Father is the High Priest, and he will not live forever. When he is no longer here, I will take his place. That is what I have been groomed for the entirety of my life.
Well, time to fuck that one up.
And what does that have to do with taking a stroll on the wild side?
The High Priest is the light that guides the Nodam faithful. Many come to the temple in search of aid. I have been assisting Father in his tasks, and what do you think I have seen? My father has not helped anyone. He has only ever relied on the scriptures and recited empty words. Words that momentarily soothe the hearts of those who came in search of relief, but hold no weight and make no real difference in their daily life.
Maybe the same could be
Oops.
said about all religions.
Really? That's the reference you're gonna go with?
I do not blame Father. Certainly it is his intention to guide these people, but he does not have the capacity. For one simple reason. He does not truly understand the problems the common folk face. How can someone who has always lived a comfortable life help them, relying only on precepts written eons ago? He does not know how these people really live. Neither do I. That is why I have to depart on pilgrimage and meet the different peoples of this continent. I must know what afflicts our faithful, how they live, how they die. I have to see it with my own eyes, experience it in my own flesh. Only then shall I be worthy of helping them.
So I think that cutscene might have worked a little bit better if, well, that mushroom's like terrifying. Coco didn't sound so stilted in her language. Wait. Essence of ailment, huh? Oh, it's an essence. I think that's actually just slightly too long for the dash. It might be that that's the maximum range of the dash, but I'm not comfortable with it. Damn it. Yeah, I suspect that this will probably be more useful than the slime, provided I remember to actually, you know, summon the damn thing. Ooh. Oh, actually just swinging the weapon a few times does it pretty quick. Okay, so the summons appear to have a fairly limited time. And the healing summons definitely seem to be a lot more useful than their more damaging counterparts. Oh, that, okay, so that's not anything. I suspect the damaging ones will be more useful against, like, bosses and such. It's weird that we don't appear to have access to our bag when opening, like, chests and shit. Also that sometimes things just don't want to be hit. Actually, that's perfectly normal. Oh fuck, I thought he'd... Yeah, the spears appear to be a very narrow range. Let's get the... So what's in the box? Oh. Okay, so that's... In a weird way, it doesn't really seem like the... Like, I was expecting there to be some sort of penalty for using monsters, but there doesn't seem to be any such deal. Like, I was expecting it to be a limited resource or something of the sort, but... The limit on it seems mostly just to be that the summons don't last very long. And so, while that's not a terrible enemy to have as a floor boss, floor key holder, however you want it phrased. Okay. This feels extremely like, shit, I can't think of the fucking name. I thought I had this equipped. Oh, that sucked. I don't know what... Oh, okay. So we can... access the inventory, we can leave, or we can go further. And of course this up here is not... Oh, it isn't... It will actually sort of give us a prompt. But what is that? Ah. What? We got like 3 shards of ailment. What the hell, game? Oh, whoops. Apparently if you double tap, if you hit B then A on it, and this is... Oh no, that's been returned to nothing. Well, slow sucks. Much as it does in most games. Damn it. So the dash gives you sort of iframes. But they're not very good. Also, those things track way too fucking well. Okay, just ultimately more things we need to use are actually pretty good mobility against. And the dodge does seem to be set up to try to make it so you can't hurt yourself by dashing into somebody. But do need to make better use of our hit and run. Since we actually have pretty good abilities as far as that's concerned. Okay. How, pray fuck, do we damage the Dullahans? Well, let's check out the rest of the floor anyway. And the dashes recharge pretty quickly overall. Seems like most of the time the sword is simply a better option than the halberd. Largely because it doesn't have the issue of occasionally missing when you're right on top of something. Okay, let's... Well, that's an interesting choice there. Yeah. Okay. Ah, yeah, and we experienced the loss of... Oh, but not the items we had stored in our pack. Interesting. That explains why we can't just swap the items out. No, it doesn't. Because we can hit that R button in the middle of combat and nothing... Sometimes it takes a lot longer than others to, actually have the game acknowledge that you have exited combat. Or that you've hit the dash button, or. So it definitely appears like that I want to have a summon out whenever possible. For distraction purposes, if nothing else. Okay, that one is... Oh, we didn't get Essence of Dark. We didn't get Shards of Dark. We'd gotten Essence of Dark. Now, the lack of healing is a little bit annoying, but it's one of those things of, if you're good with the dodge, I'm pretty sure that it's not a big deal. They can strength up? That's interesting. You guys want to actually be... Get your ass back here. Get back in the sword. Okay, so unlike, well, I guess the restore bit is... It serves a specific function. So it's kind of unfortunate that due to the way they work, the healing one just doesn't have a extremely long lifespan. But I mean, that's also the way to keep it balanced. I suspect that once I start using this Dullahan, it will also be real useful for tanking and such. But of course, it turns out that against bosses, it seems like none of them are very good. The Skull Oak, the caster, just popped instantly. And what's the difference here? Oh, it's wind element. Okay, but what the fuck actually hit me there? Ah, we don't actually have the ability to move the sword off of B. Interesting. A shield, huh? I wonder if they, monsters you have heal slowly. It certainly seemed like they were healing, but I don't know if that's just related to, they were killing things without being damaged, etc. It's weird. It's, also, hello, Blip. I'm wasn't really paying attention to, chat window. It's definitely got some good things. I mean, I kind of like how, oop. How much movement you have, but, oh, the stole a handle off screen, thus. Game says, no. Ah, our shield is also. Not quite as powerful. Damn. Okay, so. It is difficult. It's not like as aggressively roguelike as I was expecting it to be. Because we don't go back to level 1 and we can actually turn off the you lose any type of progress type shit. Which is neat. And I imagine certainly useful for people who hate losing the progress like that. Well, it doesn't let you have true Iron Man in the... Well, actually, maybe. I am only on normal difficulty. Oh, I guess I don't have access to those settings at the moment. Also, I'm not doing a very good job of doing one of the important things here, which is the whole namesake of the game, summoning and killing and summoning these, damn it. Well, this one's gonna be a shorter run. But as you can see, we only dropped down to level 2, which was where we had dropped down from, what, level 4 before. So I think it's we lose a certain amount of the total experience we grabbed. Also because they're not using the shoulder buttons aside from dash, which is not a bad decision. Oh, that one has more HP. It does mean that sometimes the overuse of a single button means you're trying to do one thing and the game decides, nope, not happening. Also, sometimes enemies just get their abilities out through the hit stun, which is annoying, but it's not a super frequent occurrence, and usually it just happens because you're being way too aggressive while an enemy has just finished its charge up. If I was being more consistent about using the dash out of things, it wouldn't even be an issue. And here we have the best enemy to revive. Because it's health. Actually, what all was here? Well, it doesn't seem to be very good at staying alive, those, these flies are pretty good at killing certain enemies. And the shield is really useful on the Dullahan. Oh, yeah, I'd forgotten that I had thrown those in the inventory. Let's swap that out and then we can swap our more experienced monsters back in. And sometimes there's a tiny bit of lag. I don't know if it's just... if it's the same thing as like Dark Souls 3 where it's just pulling every USB device every frame. And if any of them lag, it causes lag for the entirety of the system, but that, and I keep thinking that... wait, no, I don't want that one out. The dash's attack. Too many other games have given me this kind of impression that my dash has an attack associated with it. That shield actually did seem pretty useful. Yeah, another, I was unaware that those could actually travel between rooms. Damn it. May as well take the other one. Because the restore bits give us back 4 hearts before dying. At least at our current level. There may be better versions eventually. Oh, oops, I swapped that for the wrong thing. I don't think jewels and such actually help us as far as anything goes. In fact, the only thing most of these monsters are really useful for is you kill them and you get XP. It's weird how close a lot of the enemies require you to get before they will actually attack. Yeah, it looks like if they're in your inventory, they will gradually recover HP, so that's something I'll have to keep in mind as far as the usable lifespan of one of those rare bits. Oh, it looks like you do have iframes while dodging. Prior things had suggested to me that that was not the case. I think that's all the enemies in here. Let's... No, desummon rabbit. Yeah, I really like the way everything is drawn. It it's nice and clear. It works pretty well. I wonder if things just get their HP back when you, like, pick up health in the world. Yep. I keep fucking up the buttons, is my main issue. I keep thinking that it'll be the trigger to attack and the B button to dash, and I don't know why I keep fucking that up. Oh, we can't summon things before we see the boss. Interesting. That's fun. Nice. So that was a little bit cleaner than the first time I killed the that boss, but
So, what are you going to do once you get back to Euda? I still don't know why I asked that. Honestly, back then it didn't matter to me. I guess walking together in silence got boring fast. And even more when you stopped every 2 steps to look at plants and bugs and scribble some notes. But I understand. To someone who has always lived trapped in a temple, seeing so much life and diversity, it must have been fascinating.
First things first, I will pay you for being such a good bodyguard.
Works for me.
Our journey may take a couple of years. Will you be satisfied with that?
If pay is as good as you say, I don't mind waiting. Don't have anything better to do anyway.
What does the everyday life of a brigand look like?
You turned your head to me with honest curiosity, gently and innocently. I just felt like one of those bugs you observed with such care. Nobody had ever been interested in anything about my life. I didn't know what to reply. Well, you know, bandit stuff. Looting, stealing, and that sort of thing.
And killing?
You looked away. You sure had that question in mind for a long time. Maybe you feared the answer. No way! At least not for now.
Oh.
Was that disappointing? What were you expecting? I'm more about beating people to a pulp and running away. But some of the guys from my old gang, they could tell you all about it.
Your gang? Were you the leader?
Seriously? Who the hell do you think I am? Not at all. Just a third-rate scrounger. I know how to sneak and escape, and that seems to be useful for a bandit.
Escapism did not seem like your strong point that day. Sorry, I should not be kidding about that. As to what I would do once our journey comes to an end, I assume I will return to my usual tasks.
So, waiting for Daddy to die so you can take control of the temple?
You say that as though I hate my father, but nothing could be further from the truth. My life will be just as it was before, until Father dies and I inherit the role of High Priestess. It is my duty.
That's boring.
Let us talk about you now. What are you going to do?
Sell whatever you give me as payment and go as far as I can. I'll buy farmland somewhere. You know, grow some crops, raise some cattle, that sort of thing. No one to bother me, and me bothering no one.
That is a nice dream.
That'd be a peaceful end for a bandit. Much more than I deserve after the life I've led.
I may not know much about your life, but I think you deserve that much.
You went back to your plants with a smile on your face. That warm smile again. It'd been forever since anyone treated me like you did. Like I was a person. Like an equal. I'd been living like a rat since I was 9 years old. Stealing to be able to live one more day. Attacking innocent people. I had forgotten what it was like to be glanced at without contempt or fear. Can I ask you something?
damn it. That was me
I'm sure I could get good money for someone like you.
moving my hand and accidentally hitting a button.
You would not do something like that? I can see it in your eyes.
You're reckless. I'm not a good person.
Okay, maybe check out the... Well, actually, since that one teleported off. Ah, that's what that is. Oop. Wonder what that, fairy or whatever does. Aside from annoyingly fly away. Oh, buffery. Okay. Oh, there's no need to be low-key shipping them. The whole plot of the game is Tama here wanted the Sword of the Necromancer as this weapon to revive Coco. Yeah, I think that's the first time we've had the boss door not have the boss key enemy. But yeah, they are definitely, at least the way the plot seems to be pushing, they definitely seem to be pushing that they're lesbians. Also, I can't hear the little whistle or whatever that the buff fairies are playing without thinking of the... I don't know how familiar you are with VTubers, but I think it's Pikami has like a recorder in her intro. and it's horribly played. And the flute is making me think of that every time I hear it. Oh. Let's get our shield out. Hmm. Okay, where the hell did that mushroom go? I guess one of my my summons killed it. Okay, not fucking with that one. I still have no idea what, if anything, this does, or it might just only affect your monsters. Oh, neat. Well, that sucked. Just got too aggressive. Upside, things seem to be dropping a lot more health than they were before. I actually really like the enemies that run away just because of how aggressive our teleporting allows us, or our dashing allows us to be. Since it recovers pretty damn quickly. So what's the boss here? I thought it was going to be a spider initially. So the Dullahan is doing a hell of a lot of work here. Taking the occasional bit of damage, but the Dullahan basically just soloed that boss. Now one of the nice things is, if we take this route out of the dungeon, we don't lose anything. Well, we go back to floor 1, but we keep all of our items and our levels and such.
It was already pitch black. I suddenly woke up and saw you were no longer by my side. I jumped up and desperately started looking for you everywhere. Coco? Coco! Where are you? No response. While I was walking around our camp, thousands of thoughts started running through my head. Was it a wild beast again? Someone trying to kidnap you? How could it be I hadn't even noticed? What a lame excuse for a bodyguard. Coco! Shit, maybe shouting is worse. If anyone has her, they'll know I'm getting close. I then decided to search for you in silence, just in case. Luckily, that night was a full moon and skies were clear, so the woods weren't completely dark. Once my eyes grew accustomed to the dark, I could see perfectly. Where the hell are you? I heard a sound all of a sudden. I bet it was you. Don't know why, but I was sure. Between relieved and nervous, I approached. Oh, there you are! Scare me like that again and I'll kick your butt!
Too hot for Twitch. Oh no.
Among all the possibilities that crossed my mind at that second, finding you like that wasn't one, I'm certain. The moonlight illuminated the lake, and on its shore, you. Naked. Taking a bath. What are you doing here? What do you think? I was looking for you, you idiot! I woke up and saw you weren't there!
All right, you found me. Now please go back to sleep.
I found myself incapable of looking away from you. Not understanding why. Maybe because this was like those old tales in which a knight finds a nymph or something in this very same situation, and he ends up mesmerized by her beauty.
I know I asked you to keep an eye on me, but not like this! Not when I'm naked!
How was I supposed to know you felt like going for a midnight swim?
Could you please stop ogling me already?
I'm not ogling you, idiot! We're both the woman! You don't have anything I haven't seen before. I'm going back to camp, and I wasn't looking! I ran back to our camp and sat by the fire until you came and went to sleep without a word. I guess you didn't even want to look me in the eye after the shame I put you through. But I was surprised by how quickly you were able to catch some sleep. And I was still unable to stop looking at you. Look at her, sleeping like a log. And to think she was such a mess just a moment ago. Maybe I should take a relaxing bath as well. Seems to have worked for her. Curled up next to the bonfire, you were sleeping soundly, as if nothing had happened. Or maybe it was that nothing had happened. It was just an embarrassing situation. nothing more. However, I was still restless, unable to remove that beautiful image from my head. Why did seeing you naked cause that effect on me? Why was I still so nervous? Can't sleep a wink. What's wrong with me? You moved a little in your dreams, and your blanket shifted away. I was, again, looking at your body from top to bottom. I couldn't believe that. What the... What's this?
Coco was terrible with blankets.
My eyes didn't trick me. It was the relic. You had it on you. Who would have thought? Carrying something so valuable would only make you a target for bandits. Is that what you wanted to pay me with? Weren't you supposed to give me something even better? So I never lie, huh? Bullshit. I reached out. I had the relic at my fingertips. I could take it and go, leave you to your fate. All my problems would disappear and I could pay off my debt and leave in peace. All I'd have to do is pick up that damn relic and get the hell out. So simple. You wouldn't even know until you woke up, and I'd be far, far away. That'd serve you right for trusting someone like me to babysit you. It'd all be over in a moment. This ridiculous journey. I'm too tired to start running now. I should try to get some rest. Better cover you up too while we're at it. Good night, Coco. Maybe sometimes life can be like those night tales.
So I really like Tama's voice actor. I'm still not quite as sold on, damn it, on Coco's voice actor, but yeah, I think my problem with Coco's voice actor is entirely relative. And I think it was made a lot worse at the start, where the first scene that introduced her, there was a couple words that just sounded really, the inflection was really off. Things that are minor and suggest, possibly English isn't their native language, but damn it. I am never going to remember that I have this bomb. The one thing that I do like, even if I've used it roughly never, is that if you are not holding a direction and you hit the dash button, you dash back. Oh, that's a get the hell out of Dodge. That's nice. I don't think I can do self-damage with the bomb, assuming it's like everything else. God, the spider is strong. Oh, nice. So we actually have two ways to go from here. No attack and no defense suggests that that's probably a buffer of some kind, so... And we killed it before it could really do its thing. Oh, it confuses you. My directions are swapped. Oh god. But not the dashes. having the dashes stay as they were actually makes that a lot more difficult to deal with. Okay, so that's where the boss door is. Oh, that was a teleporter. I'm actually heading up to the room with the home teleport. But yeah. There we have Coco. Damn. Ah. Oh, I hadn't noticed that the shield used soul to protect you from damage. Hmm. I mean, obviously we have none of the various items needed to do that stuff for some reason. And I am interested in, there are these codes for something. And it does let you replay all of the cutscenes, which is pretty nice. Let's throw all this stuff back in the regular inventory, or the chest inventory. And I believe we are back on floor 1, but it doesn't really tell us. Ah. Oof. That Revenant hits like a truck. Oh, apparently that doesn't damage your companions, which is good. So one of the game settings that I'm I've been real tempted to turn on a few times is ability to despawn your summons from anywhere. Mostly because the range on it is very, very small. And especially for something like that Frost Revenant, most of the time I think I want it attacking only when I'm basically right up on the enemy. What the hell are you? Oh. You're a spell. Pretty good spell at that. Hello, not Suezo. God, that thing's fucking giant. Oh shit, something just fucking demolished me. Apparently I need to be paying really good attention for those, the second tier of fire mages, because that, ground fire just did completely absurd amounts of damage. So the Frost Revenant, and I assume this is basically just all the Revenants, seems to have some level of self-healing. Or it's possible that it just after they have a couple times where they pick themselves up off the ground. I wish the restore bit had such a function. So I've not brought it up very much, but I really like the general movement speed you have over enemies. Even before getting into the dash, since I always seem to have the dash on cooldown due to trying to run through a little bit quicker. Oh, nice. Those actually are. If you hit them, they get stopped during their dash. Which is interesting. I assumed that their dash was basically the same as yours and granted them my frames. Yeah, I still don't know what the hell causes your monsters to regen, but it certainly is a thing that happens. I don't know if they do it while they are in your bag, though. Didn't seem to, based off of... Actually, the Dullahan wasn't super useful here. Or the Revenant can take that out in 2 hits, I guess, yeah. elemental is a hell of a thing here. I probably should not be focusing quite so much on just grabbing and continuing to utilize the first of each creature I come across. Yeah, the Revenant just seems really strong. What are you? Aside from adorable. Fire weakness. And a teleporter. Oh, that's a hell of a move. I wonder if the Revenant's just, well, it would make sense if it had the same number of revives as like the enemy versions, which I think is 2. So it should be on its probably last revive, but of course, the stat menu doesn't tell us anything. Oh, it looks like it just loses its levels when it dies. And then revives. But on the other hand, it doesn't lose the stats it gains? I am incredibly confused. this seems like that would make the Revenants ridiculously powerful. Maybe they need to gain a level before they can die and revive, but a single rank is like 2 enemies. As the Revenant gets more and more stats, that's going to be easier and easier to do. Especially an Elemental Revenant. Given that nothing seems to be weak or strong against its own element. And even if it is strong, it does, 1 damage instead of 1 most of the time for where we are anyway. What element is this? Dark. The stones are weird in that they really don't feel like they're worth it. Some of the other modifiers, sure, but stones have seemed to be pretty disappointing every time we've run into them. So I suspect that my impression of the Revenants are incorrect, and that they will eventually just stop reviving, but until that happens. Okay, so no, it appears to just actually be level based. So unfortunately, the took too long to get that out there. Yeah, it definitely seems like it's real easy to get caught into a negative loop if you don't, if you keep losing to the bosses. I think, though, that is going to be it for me. Hands are starting to ache a little bit. Been a little bit since I have done quite as much with a controller.